think we opened up with a classic from Bob that I think will set the tone for today, which will be light and positive in honor of Bob. And Bob died late Friday afternoon. And I was fortunate to be able to go over to his house Friday, and we'd had a really great visit a couple weeks prior to that. And Bob suddenly took a turn for the worse, and sadly is gone. But he would want us to continue the laughter, so we're going to feature a bunch of his silly and funny and stupid stuff today, because that's what you do at times like this. I'd forgotten how silly, stupid, and funny the Film University of Covington, Kentucky was.
Yes. Yeah.
Until just now. Many might say inappropriate, but hey, that has never stopped us before. It won't stop us today.
We will celebrate Bob appropriately by being inappropriate.
Precisely. I couldn't have put it better myself. I wish I thought of that. I actually spoke to Bob's wife, Becky, about 45 minutes ago, and she insists that we be as rude as possible.
Okay.
So we will do precisely that. There have been, I have heard from people quite literally all over the world, and my big question is, where did these people get my phone number?
Right?
Have you noticed this, Christy?
We put it out on X and on Instagram.
Apparently, which is fine. The first phone call I had when I found the sad news, the very first phone call was from the middle of the ocean.
It was on a cruise?
It was from comedian Ralph Harris.
Oh.
Best.
And Ralph had just seen Bob a couple weeks ago, and they'd had a great time. There's a terrific picture of the two of them. And I should point out that Bob was in good form until the very end. So if you had his wits about him, quite literally, his witty nature was with him, which is very important. And for those of you not familiar with the backstory here, Bob had developed cancer a few years ago and had gone through a real rough spot. I'm sure we all know people that have had various treatments, and sometimes they can be really difficult. But Bob came through it, and he spent his last several weeks post-chemo. So he was feeling a lot better, because a lot of the stuff that one is treated with in circumstances like that makes you feel terrible. So it's good to know that he was feeling good for those last couple of months, really. But in any event, back to the messages. I've received messages from comedians from everywhere, and people from England and Paris, and as I said, the middle of the ocean and a couple of other continents. So we will focus today on some of the funny stuff. And you said you got some emails and texts, Christy?
Oh, yeah. My phone has been off all weekend. I apologize for that, but I wasn't ready. I haven't been out in public really yet.
There are a lot of great photographs.
Yeah.
A couple I'd never seen before. One
that was amazing on social.
One from 1982 with Bob and I.
From when you had the JML shirts?
At WJML in Petoskey, and we're standing next to a guy in an E.T. suit.
Well, that was
you don't remember what that was about?
I saw that.
I don't know. I have no idea where that even came from.
Oh, really?
No idea.
Huh.
But thanks.
Is there anything creepier than seeing a picture that you're in and having no remembrance?
Happens all the time.
I don't remember. Not only I don't remember that picture, I don't remember E.T. What the hell was that?
Yeah, there's one I didn't post because I thought Christy might kill me because of her haircut.
Oh, I don't care.
The one at there's the E.T. one there.
Yeah, there's the E.T. one.
Oh, wow.
And Bob and I are in the wrong order.
Yeah.
I'm on the wrong side.
He was always Tom's a stickler about that.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually a funny story about that. When Bob and I would always make sure that when photographs were taken, when you looked at the photo, Bob was on the left, so it would read Bob and Tom. This is you can thank Crosby, Stills, and Nash for this, because you'll recall on the Crosby. On the Crosby, Stills,
some weird
No, go on. We expect something like
Ace,
this.
you know what I'm talking about. On the Crosby, Stills, and Nash album, they're in the wrong order. It always pissed me off. So
Is that on the porch where they're sitting on the couch?
They're on the porch on the old couch.
Yeah.
So this is actually pretty funny. When I was over at Bob's a couple Saturdays ago, and we sat there. We actually were there for 3 hours, just sitting at the dining room table with his son Wade and Becky, and we were talking. And it was funny because Becky would go, "Wait a minute, I've never heard that story." Because it's one of those situations in which you, that reminds me of this, and that reminds me of this, and then no, there's that guy. I hated him, and Bob goes, "Yeah, me too." That happened a lot. But so we'd been there, as I said, for 3 hours, and I said I had to go. I had to get my dogs were at the house by themselves, and I was concerned I'd come back to a chewed up home. So Becky goes, "Let's get a quick picture." And this really is funny. So and Bob was over here on my left. So I leaned over. She goes, "No. Tom, get up." She had me walk around, and then the dog jumped in my lap. Aww. So that's that photo that's been out there of Bob and I. But yeah, Becky was kind enough to direct. I had lost my normal ability to do so.
I'm kind of like you, though. I'm surprised people have my phone number.
Hilarious.
I haven't heard from these people in years.
Which is great, though.
It is great, and I'm very thankful. But
I got a message from Guy Torrey. I didn't even know he had my number.
Yeah, right?
The comedian?
Yeah.
I haven't seen
the drywaller. Yes. Yes, Guy Torrey, the comedian. And, it's offering his condolences. I had no idea.
Wow.
And if he hadn't put on the message, sorry to hear about Bob, Guy Torrey, I would have never known who it was.
Our next category of winners includes a prestigious group of radio icons. They each know how to communicate with millions of listeners and still have a personal connection. The nominees for Network Syndicated Personality of the Year are Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell, Premier Radio Networks. Jim Bohannon, The Jim Bohannon Show, Westwood One Radio Networks. Don Imus in the Morning, Westwood One Radio Networks. Bob Kevoian and Tom Griswold, The Bob and Tom Show, AM/FM Radio Networks. Rush Limbaugh, The Rush Limbaugh Show, Premier Radio Networks. And the winner is Bob Kevoian and Tom Griswold, AM/FM Radio Networks. Accepting the awards, Bob and Tom.
I forgot we were nominated. This isn't supposed to happen. Wow, this is great. First thing I want to do is bring up the other two members of our team, Christy Lee and Chick McGee.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. Thank you, Chick. Thanks, everybody at the station. Chris, especially Marty Bender, programming genius. Thanks. You are embarrassing me. Save it for the after.
You're ruining the show, Chick.
Thanks, everybody on our staff, especially Dean Metcalf.
Marty Bender, Laura Gonzo.
We have to be short. We told everybody else to shut up.
And AM/FM for signing us on. Thank you. And now we're going to move on to the next thing.
This is for my mom. Thank you, Mom. I'll be the first one. I love you.
We're joined in the studio by comedian Frank Caliendo, and I think if you flip that switch, we may be there. Oh, look at that handsome guy.
There he is.
Hey.
It's Reggie Miller. Hey, Reggie. It's great to see you again. You look exactly...
Oh, my family. My Indiana family.
Look exactly the same.
I was going to say, look, this is like the first time you ever walked in here. You haven't aged a bit.
you
What's
really
going
haven't.
on? How do you do that?
Reggie, are you in better shape now with all the biking than you ever were in the NBA? Is that...
Great question, Chick. I think my VO2 max is much better than when I played basketball because of all the time on two wheels. But look, I wanted to ride bikes to look good in my suits on TV for NBC.
Right.
And I've stayed with it, and it's a passion of mine.
Yeah.
Next to playing ping pong, which you've got the best celebrity ping pong player in there.
Yeah,
Frank. Frank he's a ringer. I know all about you, Frank. Yes, I've seen the highlights.
That's not good when that's what I'm known for.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say it was your Charles Barkley.
Yeah, don't be a knucklehead,
Charles
Reggie.
is good.
Come on, Reggie. Reggie, you're being a knucklehead here. Look at the tie-dye shirt. What's going on, man? What you need is a suit that's 20 times too big for you after you've been to GLP 34s. GLP 1 all the way through my number, man. That's what I'm talking about. This guy, Reggie.
I'll tell you, quick thing about Reggie from Frank, as myself. I never liked Reggie as a player. I mean, I was always playing against teams I liked, like the Bulls. Like I was just a bandwagoner Bull. And then I met Reggie in person. I go, I have been wrong my entire life. You are the nicest, most wonderful human being I've ever met in my entire life. I felt terrible after me.
I felt terrible. I felt so bad.
Terrible.
I felt so bad. TRBL, put them all together. No vowels, knucklehead.
He was so nice and so sweet. I went, man, how do I get that wrong about a person just because of a sports rivalry? And it actually changed my perspective on a lot of things in life. So sorry, that was a moment of me about me talking about you. So back to you.
Back to you, Werner.
Now, Reggie, we're having a good time talking about Bob, and we've been playing some of the classics all day long. And one thing people don't know is that I don't know about your skills as a cyclist, but your skills as a captain of a ship are based on training. You were taught how to drive a boat by Bob.
Listen, guys. First of all, I'm honored to see all of you guys again. Christy, Chick, Tom, thank you guys so much for. I feel like I'm coming home because I was raised, number one, on the Bob and Tom show. When I first got to Indiana, in my first few years, you guys raised me, and you guys opened your arms and allowed me to come in very early in the morning. And it was like, you guys were like family to me. And Bob, I had just moved to the Geist area in Indiana, and I didn't know anyone. I didn't know where to shop for furniture. He extended, he was like, what do you mean you don't know where to shop? I didn't know where to go. I didn't. And he basically held my hand, took me to Kittles. Is Kittles even still?
Oh,
Took me to Kittles.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Helped me, furnish my house. And he's like, well, we're living on the water. Do you know how to drive a boat? I'm like, a boat? I don't know how to drive a boat. I don't even know how to operate a boat. So my first foray into being a captain of a boat came from my good friend Bob. He was like, it's different from driving a car. And I was like, what do you mean? I mean, is there a stop? I was like, he's like, when you hit stop, you're going to keep going.
No brakes.
Which I did not know. I thought it was like a car. When you stop, you would stop. But the water kept going. And he would always tell me, be sure you stop before you want to get to your dock. I'm like, why is that? Because you're going to ruin your dock. So our first few times out, I kind of ruined his dock. And he was trying to tell me to stop. I apologized, but yeah, it didn't go too well. So those were the things. Bob he always extended a helping hand to me. And I just thought it was just so important that I wanted people to understand the friendship that I had with you as well, Tom, and everyone at the show. I just want to thank you guys because you guys really, I didn't know anything when I came to Indiana and Indianapolis, and you guys really opened your arms and just made me feel so welcome. So thank you guys.
Of course. And
he's looking down on me right now, and just his friendship, being a first-time homeowner and not knowing anything about cutting grass, and he did everything for me. Everything he did for me. So I just love the man, and I love you too as well, Tom, and your whole family, just for being great host for me. So thank you guys so much.
A couple of quick things, Reggie. Bob had an opportunity. He was a huge Beatles fan, and he had an opportunity to meet Paul McCartney a few times. And he sat down with Paul during an interview. And you know what it's like. You've been interviewed a million times, and it's always the same questions. And so Bob opens up the interview by saying, Paul, when's the last time you cut your grass? And Paul McCartney said, what?
Yeah.
When was the last time you cut your lawn? And he goes, why would you ask me that? And he goes, because I told myself, this is Bob, and he said, Bob said to him, if I ever make any money, I'm never cutting my grass again. So it's funny you'd mentioned mowing the lawn. The first time Reggie was ever on our show, we were doing a live remote broadcast, and you were so shy. Mm-hmm. And we were thinking, oh, this guy, I don't think he can talk. I hear he can shoot. But you have since become quite the talker.
Yeah.
Well, to Frank's point, people just think I'm an a-hole all the time.
Yeah.
That was my basketball persona. That's how I had to play when I was on the hardwood in between those parameters, because that's all I knew growing up, getting my head beat in by my sister. I knew I could talk. But away from basketball, I was totally different. And you guys helped me come out my shell a little bit, to where now I am a media personality, having done, basketball analyst for the last 20 plus years on different networks. The Bob and Tom Show helped me come out my shell, people.
Well, you're the
There's
best.
the reason why I talk so much, Frank, is because of and Tom and Bob and all that.
I have a technical question. First of all, this is a true story. As you know, Reggie, I am not particularly hip. You came in here one morning and on the air you used the phrase, this guy was dissing me, and I had no idea what you were talking about. And we went into the break and I said, what does that mean, you're dissing someone? Which he explained, which we turned into a piece called Diss Man, which was about a superhero who just cursed at people, which was immediately pulled off the air, by the way. Has on the court chat changed much in the NBA since your day? I mean, the guys are younger than you. The world has gone digital with hip-hop. They're probably learning stuff quicker. Is it different than back in your day?
Yeah, because you had to do your research by analog. And what I mean by analog, you had to read the newspaper and find out information that way. I think trolling is the new dissing, because now people troll a lot because of social media, because you have access to all your information now, and things aren't as face-to-face as they were back in the day when you were talking or dissing or trash talking face-to-face on the court. Now you troll a little bit on social media, whether it be TikTok or Instagram or X or Twitter, whatever it is. How you diss is changed a little bit because of social media.
Now, I always like to ask people who do a certain thing how it applies in the world of film. What's the best basketball movie, as someone who's actually been playing the game at every level, what's the best basketball movie ever?
Well, again, there's a few. You can't just name one, but I'm going to be a little bit of a homer. Obviously, I'm an adopted Hoosier, so I'm going to say Hoosiers.
Of course.
Is in my top three. You've always got to put Hoosiers in there because it's a classic. I also like the one that I was starring in. Drew. When we talked about with Shaq, Chris Webber, obviously Kyrie Irving. Uncle Drew was pretty good. I love that one. And I would probably say, and you'll appreciate this, Tom. Do you remember the movie One-on-One with Robbie Benson?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was one of my all-time classic late 70s, early 80s basketball movies in terms of recruitment, a young boy becoming a man when he had the tutor and all that. It was One-on-One with Robbie Benson was one of my favorite one-on-one basketball movies, yes.
Good to know. Now, can you still shoot the three?
That's the last thing that will ever leave me. Now, I'll be able to shoot until I'm 75. Now, if you ask me to move my feet and guard someone, That ain't happening.
Oh, so nothing's changed. Reggie Miller is our guest. He can't hit me. He's too far away. And thank you. I learned about the word diss from Reggie.
There's your diss. There you go. That's a diss.
I can't believe the fish that saved Pittsburgh wasn't on your list.
That's a very good one too, Dr. J.
Dr. J vehicle.
J.
Yeah.
Now, do you have, when you're doing television, do they encourage you to make sure you wear different suits so someone doesn't go, oh, it looks like Miller's got one suit. He had that one on last night. So do you have this huge array of Reggie? Is your closet massive, full of your suits, and do they all fit the same?
I do. I haven't. I wasn't really a big fashion guy, but I do love suits, and I love changing up, double-breasted, single-breasted. So my closet's pretty full of, and I'm 6'7" too, so it's not like I'm walking in to Kittles and being able to buy a suit.
Yeah. And lastly,
things have to be tailor-made for my friend.
Oh, nice. What size shoe do you wear, by the way?
Oh, I'm off the rack there. I'm 13.
Oh, well, I thought.
Feel better, Tom?
I'm pedestrian.
Not very impressive, really.
I'm not like Shaq, right, Frank?
Yeah, that's 23.
23.
I think he's at probably 21, probably. I think Shaq 21.
Yeah, he's in the 20 range.
Hit me, 21.
Back in the day, real quick, I know you got to go, Reg. Who was the funniest player that you ever played against, sense of humor wise?
I would probably have to say, wow. In terms of just making you laugh, and he was one of the top 10 basketball players of all time. One of my mentors, Magic Johnson. He had a great smile, but he was funny as hell off the court if you got to know him. And just his sense of humor. Not that he was trying to make you laugh during the game, but he would do shit that was hilarious during the game to make you laugh if you knew him.
Just like that.
And who?
Just like Reggie. Reggie made us laugh just now.
Reggie. By the way, Reggie, that's not an NBC word.
I know Bob is laughing.
Bob's laughing. Yeah, he's loving it.
That just woke him up.
I learned it on this show. I learned it on this show.
Okay, and then lastly, Reggie, who is of the contemporary players in the NBA? Who is the funniest? Because you've interviewed all of them. He's thinking, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm thinking, Shaq is pretty funny. I would say yes.
Yeah.
Shaq, yes.
And who do you hate the most?
Today's game.
I'm sorry.
Are you saying in today's?
Yes, in today's game. The guys on the court.
Anthony Edwards is by far the funniest person in the league right now.
That's great.
Because he's a character of his own. I don't know if he could be on this show because he curses more than I do. And you guys would have to have the bleep button going. But I would have to say Anthony Edwards is hilarious.
Okay, well, great. Reggie, what a great thrill talking to you again. Thank you very much.
We've missed you.
I miss you guys. Again, thank you guys for everything you did for me and my family. You guys were just unbelievable. And it was great to see that the Pacer Pride was back last year on their magical run to the finals.
Oh, I know. What happened?
The city was alive once again like it was in the 90s, and everyone was hugging one another and walking around. The city was electric when the Pacers are, playoff basketball, and Halliburton and those guys just had the city on fire, and you guys were a big part of that. So it was just good to be a part of.
Hey, and I do have
bringing everyone back together.
I have one more question. I just I forget who, Frank. Who were you? You mentioned the tie dye is one of your characters.
Well, yeah, that's turning into Bill Walton. You're cycling.
That was my question.
Reggie Miller, what are you doing here today, enjoying the sun as it sets? as we understand where we are. Where am I on Earth that the sun is setting right now? But let me say
That is
that
so good.
the Earth is rotating on its axis as I sit here in heaven underneath a eucalyptus tree with Bob, enjoying ourselves. And for some reason, John Madden is here as well. All Caliendo's characters eventually end up here. He will never visit us.
That doesn't sound like heaven to me.
I was going to say, is that kind of a tribute to your old friend Bill Walton?
It is. That's spot on, Frank. Spot on.
I remember being at
ladies and
Berkeley,
gentlemen, the great-
and there he was, Reggie Miller.
The great Reggie Miller. Thank you, Reggie.
Thanks, Reggie.
Thank you, guys. I love you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for calling so much.
You know, here at Charlie's Tavern, I stay mighty busy making drinks, but the phone, it never stops ringing. I love Tendon Bar. This job is really great. My customers are thirsty and I hate to make them wait. But it always seems the phone rings as I start to pour a beer. It's some fella asking me to page his friends he says are here. Okay, buddy, you hold the phone and I'll check to see if they're here. Is Seymour Butts around? Have you seen Dick Peter? Are you Jack Hinoff? Is anyone Sharon Peter? Have you seen a Harry Beaver or you a Peter Stroker? And it seems like almost every night I'm paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Have you seen a Mr. Bader?
No, but you can check back later.
Could you find a hairy ballsack?
Not right now, you'll have to call back.
Bill McCracken, if you please.
He's among the absentees.
Do you know Ivana Wiener?
Sorry, no, I haven't seen her.
Phone rings. There it is.
You know, this worked yesterday in rehearsal.
Does anybody hear the phone ringing?
I hear it in my headphones.
You heard the phone
Oh,
ring?
you hear? Did
it's
you hear the
ringing
phone
in your
ring?
headphones?
Wait a minute, ring it again.
Did I answer it or not?
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Oh, wait, I just heard it. Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
I'm sorry, I can't hear. There's someone
Speak up, Dan.
clearing their throat in my
Hello,
mic.
Charlie's Tavern.
What's the matter? Is it noisy in there?
Yeah.
I was hoping you could page somebody for me.
Sure, who are you looking for?
I'm trying to find a Mr. Padasso. His first name is Stuart, but they call him Stu.
Stu Padasso?
That's right.
All right, hold on. Excuse me, everybody. Hey, is there a Stu Padasso here?
Right here.
Does anyone know a Stu Padasso?
He's over there. I see him.
I'm sorry.
Right.
Someone said he just left with Haywood.
Haywood who?
Haywood Jablomi.
No, but buy me dinner and drinks and we'll talk.
Wow, that'd be a wild, that'd be a wacky twist, wouldn't it? Hey, Bob and Tom are doing it.
There's the phone. The phone's ringing.
The phone's ringing.
Hello, Charlie's Tavern.
Oh, yeah, hi. Could you page someone for me, please?
Sure. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a Miss Fingerdew.
What, do you want to kill her?
First name, Wilma.
Wilma Fingerdew. Sorry, somebody says she's in the back room with Willie.
Willie who?
Willie Fisterbottom.
Ooh, that's got a her baby. Whoa.
What ethnicity was that supposed to be?
What the hell was that?
I have no idea.
Okay. They call here several times a night, and it's always the same. He asks me if I'll page his friend, and then he says their name. Hey, is B.J. Hunter there? Can you find a Peter Wanker? I'm looking for a man to kiss. Have you seen Woody Spanker? Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but we call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker. Really? My song is nearly over now, so I'll cut to the quick. Who knew there were so many guys named Peter, Rod, and Dick? And if you see somebody Or if you need somebody, Paige, let me be quite blunt. Uh-oh. I'll try my best to find him, or my name's not Michael Hunt. Paging Richard Smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Yeah, his name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Is Mike Hunt here?
Jeez. Paging Michael Hunt.
It's not on the script.
Paging Michael. You're supposed to say.
Paging Michael
Give me the
Hunt.
last part of the song again, would you please, Steve? You're supposed to say Paging Michael Hunt, then say
Paging Richard Smoker.
Mike Hunt here.
Paging Richard Smoker.
Oh yeah, name is Richard. They call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker. Paging Richard Smoker.
Paging Michael
There
Hunt.
we go.
Paging Michael Hunt. Is Mike Hunt here?
That went well.
See, that really makes a difference when you
set it
do
up.
that stuff, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that way, Chick did the punchlines earlier. Hey, I'm helping Jack off a horse.
You got to have a guy named Jack. You got to have a horse. You got to have a guy named Michael Hunt. You can't just start talking about
I
your,
turned the
what.
page and it's not there. It threw me.
It's
I'm
one
sorry.
line.
You know us. We read what's on the page,
got-
right?
Exactly, chick.
It's
Thank
a
you.
long song. You've got one line.
Screw you.
That went well.
It was great.
Oh, hey, Frank.
Yeah, I have to say I've been listening to the show all morning, and you guys have been fantastic. I mean, the like little tributes to Bob and just the moments have been really. I've been smiling all morning. Like as a comedian, sometimes you listen to other people doing comedy, and you're like, that's good and stuff like you judge. You try not to. I just have been listening, and there's. Everything I've heard today, I almost broke up a little bit, but the moments about, and you can feel the energy and the love of Bob. And we stopped by. I was originally going to come in and do the show because I was on the way to the draft, right, and doing some stuff there, and with Willie, we're doing stuff. But so, and then I got a call from Jason yesterday. I was on the plane to come to Indianapolis. And I'd seen all the Bob stuff, and I was like, I don't know what's that show going to be like? What is the deal? And then I saw Jason's name come up, and I go, oh, here's the call that, probably not right to have you in. And I was like, okay, well, I talked to John. I'm actually on the plane, and I say to Jason, okay, I get it. Let me talk to Willie because we've got to drive and stuff like that and figure out what's going on. And then I landed, or Willie says, I'll pick you up at the airport. So he grabs me, and then he goes, Dad thinks he might want you to come on. Don't be your normal sticky kind of thing and stuff like that. He did that nicely. But I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I go, well, let's go see him. Let's go talk to him and see if that's the right thing. He goes, I think he's at the station going through stuff. Well, he was at his house, so we went to his house and we talked. I'd never seen
a house like that before me.
Well, that wasn't what I was going to say. I was going to say something nice, but that is nice. But I did text my wife, "You're never coming here because we will never do this. You want this? This is the exact house you want.
We've
maybe
never
3 of
gotten
them.
to go, so I always.
So you've never been there. You haven't been there yet. Oh yeah, you don't
all driven by.
Yeah, there's a reason. You might get something dirty.
I just got in last week.
I might get something dirty.
But I said, and Tom was telling me stuff, and I'm not taking credit for this because I do know why your tone is the way it is today, and it's not because of me. But I said, Tom, I've never seen this part of you. I've never heard. I've known you all these years. I've never heard you be. And he goes, human. I go, yeah. Yeah, the Tin Man finally visited us.
That's weird.
I mean,
it's very tough for me to be in this room and be that way.
It's come through so much today that I've heard. As I was hearing, I was like, wow, and it's that smile. It's just that smile. And people don't listen. I don't want to. Again, this. I don't want this to sound like a negative. This is a job. It's a great job. But it's still every day you have to come in as a comedian, as being a person on the radio, as a personality. You have to come in no matter where your life is, and you have to entertain people. And to find the tone that you guys have found today, I just have been, I almost, Willie was saying, I'm coming to pick you up. I almost went, I don't want to come in and ruin this. I mean, it was one of those kind of things.
You did
where
anyway.
I almost, yeah. I am still a narcissist. I was actually really sad when Jason said, I knew that I didn't really belong, and I feel like I'm kind of out of place here. But at the same time,
I don't know.
When the thing with comedians, when you come into to this studio, the first time I came in, somebody had brought me in. I didn't even know I was going to be on. Mark Patrick brought me on, who was the sports guy back in there with sports
and voice guy.
Yeah. I was watching another comedian here, and he had found out I was the guy who did the John Madden, and I did that voice, and he had me call in from the other room, and it just blew up, and it was a massive Bob type of laugh, right? It was that type of thing. But to get into it. That laugh that Bob, and everybody's great in this room for comedians, because the laugh isn't just a laugh to fill silence. It gives you energy as a comedian. It makes you feel like you're rolling. And sometimes there's, you might have to push a laugh a little bit, but Bob would have that laugh where he'd start, ha, ha, ha. And then he would start going like a lawnmower. If he really liked it, he'd give you a little bit to start, but then he would rev it up. And if you did something he really liked, you could just feel, and the energy, you just be feeling like you're crushing. He also did this thing where not a lot of people are good at it, but he would do the like fill little silences in the bit, which usually would slow people down, but it actually on the radio and in here would actually make your bit go. And it's one of those things that those are the things you asked about me remembering things specifically. I remember those things the most, how he would help all of us.
He would even help when the joke wasn't good.
Yeah.
Do you remember his?
I had a lot of those.
Me too. And this always made me laugh. I knew something didn't go over if I said something and he went, "Is that right?"
I remember a comedian telling me that they didn't do well. I go, "Bob didn't laugh?" He goes, "No, not at all." I go, "I'd get out of comedy."
Joining us in the studio, it's comedian Frank Caliendo.
We have a guest on the phone.
Yeah, we do.
And we just got off the phone with Reggie Miller, which was cool. And I believe we're being joined by veteran radio guy, member of the Bob and Tom Show for years, Mark Patrick. Marcus, can you hear me, sir?
I can. You guys good?
Yeah, there we go.
There you
We
are.
are on the air. So I say that because Reggie Miller forgot his NBC manners.
Oh no.
It was fine though. So you got to work with Bob for many, many years, and as a voice guy, and I know that you have a appreciation for Bob, and I know you wanted to give us a ring. So tell us what's going on.
Well, if I mean, how many of us would have the lives we have without Bob? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, he was a lifeline, and I was, without you and Tom and Bob and what you did for me to get me started, I'd always been doing the same things. I did the same things on other radio stations, but I found out it's really cool when somebody's listening. Then all of a sudden, you're a thing. So, without you guys giving me the break of a lifetime, I'm nowhere. And Bob was just such a huge part of that. And everybody's got the same story. Gosh, without Bob laughing at me, I don't know what I'd do.
Yeah, and Bob was a great listener. That's one of the things that everybody kind of missed. Is that
he was
one
a
of the secrets?
Audience, and the thing I loved about Bob the most was probably he lived his life the way he wanted to, and if something didn't fit, sorry. And I always love that about him. One of my favorite, one of the first stories he ever told me when I started working with you guys was when you were at Petoskey. What were the calls, Tom? GML?
JML. I think named after
JML.
somebody's kids. WJML.
And so you guys had not been together long in Petoskey, and you had a program director who called you in to go over an air check. And Bob didn't suffer fools gladly. And he really was not a big fan of program directors through the years. But he tells the story that this guy is telling you guys what to do, which I find amazing because my whole life with the show, I never saw anyone in management be able to tell you guys what to do. So Bob says this guy sits you two down and says, now, Bob, when you come out of the records, you're giving the time, but you're not really relating to the music. What I think would be cool is if you said it's WJML 7:15, Bob and Tom, and it's 15 after 7. Make sure you give the time 2 ways. 15 after 7. And speaking of time, here's Jim Croce and Time in a Bottle.
Oh, that's right. I remember this meeting.
So the next day, Bob doesn't say a word. And then the next day, after every record, Bob says, it's 6:10. WJML, Bob and Tom. Speaking of time, here's Jim Croce. And this would be over Led Zeppelin.
Those were the classics. Yeah.
Every single record.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mark.
Hey, let me
Thanks,
say.
Mark.
Yeah, let me say for one last time. This is a local plug. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah.
One of my favorite bits. Hey, thanks, Mark. Glad you're doing well.
Yes.
Love everybody. Thanks for everything you always did for me.
Of course. Thank you.
When I was a teenager, I was a real smart ass, a real pain in the ass, and I didn't get along very well with my dad. And he said, if you continue this behavior, you will amount to nothing, but you will make it into the Big Mouth Hall of Fame. I made it, Dad.